Ignacio.
Nino, ¿qué pasa?
Todo va bien.
Bueno.
John, I'm delighted you finally lured these two talented people away from New York.
It was an act of desperation. Could not stand to see Amy and Gil making all those fine pictures back there. It just made things look so bad for the rest of us, you see.
I think The Unloved is an absolutely brilliant, brilliant film. And the one you're going to do for Century East
will be even better.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Well, excuse me. I'm going to see you later. Hi, Kevin. Paulette.
Gil and Amy Doby. Paulette Douglas, Kevin Grant.
How do you do there?
I saw The Unloved 3 times, and I just think it's fantastic. Thank you. Is it a problem being married and working together?
Well, I think a close collaboration like a writing and directing team is very much like marriage. And marriage is a very close collaboration.
I suspect that question has been asked before.
Well, in any case, welcome. You're among fans, and I mean that.
Well, I don't know how you're going to live through all this admiration.
I don't think we're going to, but thank you both very much.
Here's Dick.
Thank you.
Well, I could do with a drink.
Let me get it for you, Amy.
Nothing, thanks.
What would you like?
No, don't bother. I'll just wander over and see what appeals.
All right, as you like. Well, you on the wagon?
The difference between my being on the wagon or off is like 2 drinks a month. Don't you remember?
Oh, of course. You're the girl with the Scott Fitzgerald writing talent and the Shirley Temple drinking habits.
Just as long as it isn't the other way around.
Oh, yes. I remember those newspaper days in Paris. Very unusual. Hardly any booze. Just a lot of dedicated work, huh?
Well, I was always a nonconformist.
Oh, right. You know, I've often wondered why it was you and Gil didn't come out here long before this.
Well, a number of reasons.
Such as?
There's one. And another. And another.
Hey. You can hold your own against any of them, Amy.
Thank you. Gallant John.
Oh, thanks, Nina.
Hello, I'm Rachel Holt.
Hello, I'm Gil Doby.
Yes, I know.
Oh,
I just wanted to tell you I saw The Unloved.
thank you.
And hated it.
Hated it.
Oh, I loved your directing, but I hated the subject.
Well, I'm sorry about that. Do you want me to refund your admission?
I didn't pay. I really think off-campus could be a totally different ballgame.
In what way?
I read the script, and with you directing, I think it should be a winner.
How'd you get to read it?
Sorry, trade secret.
A little unreal, huh?
But you know, I miss the New York stereotype of Hollywood. I mean, where's all the vulgar display of wealth? Where's the fat, cigar-smoking, semi-literate producer?
Where are the beautiful, dumb, sexy blondes?
Oh, we just spoiled the game. There's no shortage of beautiful, sexy blondes.
Oh, but they're not dumb.
I don't find that comforting. I find that comforting.
Yes. And you, swimming pool. And you, orange tree. And all you tropical plants. I got a question for you. One question. And the question is, what are a couple of nice kids like us doing at a dumb joint like this?
If the answer comes back just lucky, I guess I'll scream.
Hey, you know what's weird? Is I always kept seeing these people and smiling at them, knowing I met them somewhere before. Well, I couldn't remember their names.
Then you realize why you can't remember their names, because you don't know them. You've seen them on the screen 100 times. Oh.
Yes, amen. Did you notice how some of those girls are actually prettier than they look on screen?
It took a lot of effort, but I managed not to notice that.
Yes. You would.
But I did notice that most of the men seem shorter than they appear on the screen.
Yeah, they did.
Gil. You know, I've always wondered what it would be like to have an affair with a big Hollywood director.
You kept referring to our host's coffee table as being very unique. That's wrong, logically and grammatically.
Oh, for crying out loud, Duncan. Everybody says it. Susan Morgan said it.
Susan Morgan is the wife of a mathematics professor. You're the wife of an English professor.
You know, I can't believe this is happening. I mean, it's 3 in the morning, and you're giving me a grammar lesson.
And another thing, Nelda, please stop saying that you feel badly, unless you mean that your tactile sense isn't functioning well.
Well, you know something, Duncan? I feel bad. Very bad.
Good. That's the problem.
No. I feel bad because I can't help thinking there's something other than my grammar that's really bothering you.
It's late. I'm going to bed. He exits to the bedroom, etc., etc.
Beautiful reading, just lovely, beautiful.
Thank you. Gretchen has a very impressive list of credits.
Well, I can see why she would.
Thank you, Gretchen. We'll be calling you very
Really?
soon.
Great.
Thank you
so much.
really.
It was a little strange reading with Laura doing a man's blind spot.
Well, that's so Mr. Dobie could get a good look
Oh,
at
Laura,
you.
thank you so much for having
You're
me.
welcome.
And
You were marvelous.
Can I call you next week for lunch?
Yeah, we'll have lunch
Oh,
next
great.
week.
Thanks again.
Bye-bye, dear.
Thanks for coming in.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, how'd you like her?
Fantastic.
I knew you would. Listen, we have one more, Rachel Holt. She's under contract here. She said she met you at Bracken's party.
Awful lot of people at that party.
Well, she's not exactly standard casting for the role, but she's very, very anxious to get the part. Come on in, Rachel. You don't remember me?
Yes, I do. I didn't remember the name at first, but the rest of it I do recall.
We have quite a bit of film on Rachel that you can see, although she hasn't done anything, exactly like Nelda.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm so anxious to do it.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Miss Holt, you're wrong for the part, physically. Much too pretty.
Well, the book doesn't say anything about Nelda being pretty or not pretty, and neither does the screenplay.
Well, you don't look like the wife of an English professor, certainly not this English professor.
Well, I'd like a chance to read for you.
No, I'm sorry, Miss Holt, but you just don't fit the image of Nelda for me, really. You don't have the sound of Nelda. I'm sorry. I hate to be blunt about it, but,
I can't convince you.
no, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry I can't convince you. But thanks for the honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel. Thanks, Steve. I agree with you. Rachel isn't right for the part of Nelda, although I like to cast against type. Sometimes it works very well.
And sometimes it doesn't.
Hi, babe.
Hi,
Why?
I have to find a location. You want to go for a ride with a nice man?
Oh, I promised myself that if I finish 3 more pages, I'd take the rest of the afternoon off and go to Beverly Hills to shop for bathing suits.
Ah, good. How's it going?
Fine. If that English professor's name were Jones instead of Llewellyn, the typing would go a lot faster.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess I'll have to go to location all by myself. I'll see you at home, huh?
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
You won't need the map. You have me. Official guide to the San Fernando Valley. I know you have a location, fine, and that you're new to California, so I offer myself as a navigator.
And in return?
I get you as a captive audience to listen to my case. That's all. You're probably wondering why I'm coming on so strong over such a small part.
Yes, you could say that.
Well, it's simple. I would rather play a bit in a film directed by Gil Dobie than a lead in a picture directed by a hack.
Well, that's very flattering, but,
But what? I've been thinking about this image you have of Nelda. Now, wouldn't there be an extra something going between the English professor and his wife if she were too pretty?
Extra what?
Suppose Nelda was a pom-pom girl in college, you know, the cheerleader type, who marries the brilliant, shy young professor. You know, sort of an attraction of opposites. Like Marilyn Monroe and Arthur Miller.
Well, that's an interesting thought.
Off-campus test for role of Nelda. Take 3, speed.
And action!
The word unique refers to a thing or quality that is one of a kind, without a single other example of that thing or quality in existence.
Duncan, are you all right?
Of course I am. I'm simply trying to tell you there is no comparative of unique. There are no degrees of uniqueness. A thing is one of a kind or it isn't.
Duncan, do you know what time it is?
You kept referring to our host's coffee table as being very unique. That's wrong, logically and grammatically.
Would you get with it, Duncan? Everybody says it. Even Susan Morgan.
She is the wife of a mathematics professor. You are the wife of an English professor.
I can't believe it. It's 3 in the morning and you're giving me a grammar lesson.
And another thing, Nelda. Please stop saying you feel badly, unless you mean your tactile sense isn't functioning well.
You know something, Duncan? I feel bad right now. Real bad.
Good. That's the proper idiom.
I feel bad because I think there's something besides my grammar that's bugging you.
It's late. I'm going to bed.
Well, what do you think?
Well, how about you, Amy?
Well, the girl's a good enough actress. But I think she looks wrong for the part. She's too pretty, too sensual.
No, that's what I thought at first. But think of this for a minute. The attraction of opposites, right? She was an outgoing, gregarious student. He was the introspective, passive teacher.
They met on a computer date.
Oh, come on, I'm serious now. The professor is attracted to her beauty, and she, in turn, is impressed, fascinated with his intellect. Or fascinated that such a man with such intellect would be attracted to her. But after a few years of marriage, his intellectualism is a drag to her, and her beauty is just sheer emptiness to him. Now, when he corrects her grammar, it's with bitterness and disillusionment added, which makes the scene after the faculty party much, much more effective.
Yes, but what you just said about the past few years of their marriage, that's never revealed in the story. The audience knows absolutely nothing about Nelda's and the professor's past.
Not in this version of the script, but Amy can work it in the rewrite.
But Nelda's part is much too small to be worth working in a lot of pre-story exposition.
A few lines of dialogue will do it.
Amy?
I'll give it a try.
All right, you want Rachel, you got her.
Good.
John! Hello, Kevin. Get
have you had a chance to read the new screenplay on the inner fire yet?
Oh, I got scripts piled on my desk that high. I'll put it on top of the pile. Right now, I want to look in on Gildobi's first day of shooting.
Thanks.
Yeah. Maggie, she's totally lost her ability to reason. She's functioning on a purely emotional level, right?
Right.
So is Duncan, too, right? But I want more conviction, more passion, okay? Huh?
All right, I'll buy that. You'll get it.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, John.
Thought I'd drop by to repeat what I hope you already know.
Okay.
Any problems? If you need anything, you just let me know.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. However, I'm used to functioning with just a fraction of what you've given me here.
Well, perhaps you'd like us to take something back.
Not on your life, sir.
I'll leave you now. Good luck.
Okay, thanks, John.
Mr. Bracken.
Rachel,
Thanks.
Mr. Dobie gave you the part.
Yes, but you had to okay it. So thanks.
Rachel, you never owe anyone anything for casting you in a role, except your best performance. Filmmaker always uses the best actor available unless he's a fool. And a fool's hardly worth bothering to thank, is he? Good luck to you.
I've never been so tired in my life.
Can I get you something to eat?
No, I had a sandwich when I was looking through tomorrow's sets.
Have you figured out all your camera moves and staging for tomorrow? I mean, can you go in a little later? Honey, you probably won't be able to get to sleep because of the tension and... Why do I do that? I know he can't hear me when the water's running.
Hey, the pages are coming through great. I got some questions on a couple of scenes, but I'll put those on tape.
You know that scene didn't play the way we discussed it. But I think I found something much, much more subtle. Much better. You remember we cut directly from Duncan in the sit-in to the long walk in the woods. Well, let me show you what I've done. Now, you're quite an audience, mister.
So if you have Nelda get drunk at the faculty party and really disgrace herself, then the scene with her husband after the party becomes even stronger.
Mrs. Dobie, I reached Mr. Dobie's set, and he said he can't have lunch with you today because he already has a lunch scheduled.
Oh, thank you.
Don't tell me what's relevant in my class. I happen to think everything James Joyce wrote is relevant because it happens to be about the human condition.
The human condition. When?
Right now. All right, that's it. The meeting's over.
Listen, Mr. Llewellyn.
The meeting is over. You might check your dictionary on the meaning of the word relevant, if you have a dictionary. In cut! All right, print that.
Hey, listen.
Excuse me, we're going to run into a meal penalty if we don't break now.
Yeah, right.
Okay, boys, that's lunch. 1 hour for the cast, 42 for the crew, and 45 for the second team.
That's some Cheerios, man. Can we do that again? Well. Jimmy telecasting, I want at least 20 extras for that scene. Remember, they're college age, Harry. Include about 6 blacks, maybe, with naturals.
Hi.
Hi.
Listen, I have to have a minute with you.
You
get home too late and too tired at night for a useful discussion, and tomorrow you'll be off on location.
All right, well, sit down. What's up here, little girl?
I cannot tell you how strongly I disagree with your idea of Nelda's getting drunk at the faculty party.
But you just did, didn't you? Now tell me why.
It gives the character disproportionate importance. Nelda is a...
Yeah, well, now, look, I'm due back in the set, so I'm not going to have time to talk about that right now. So if you could just do me a favor and try it, baby, please, because I do think it's going to work. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to shoot it, okay?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try.
Go. Oh, hey, I'm sorry I couldn't meet you for lunch, but I had a lunch meeting already scheduled.
I know. I got your message.
Well, I was with Rachel Holt. You know, she's very gifted. She's going to be a big plus for the picture. Our picture.
What?
What? I didn't say anything.
I'm sorry, John. I thought... Oh, let's drop it.
No, let's not. Do you realize that I canceled a very important business lunch this afternoon because I knew that Gil was going to be on location and that you would have to eat lunch alone? And I didn't want that because I want everything to be right.
Well, the script is going beautifully.
No, I didn't mean the script. I mean you. I want everything to be all right with you.
Well, why shouldn't everything be all right? I mean, here we are in Hollywood, Magic Town, USA. Why shouldn't everything be all right in this best of all possible worlds?
Okay. Now, we've been friends for a long time. If you ever need any help, professionally or personally, I'm going to be very upset if you don't call me.
Thank you for the lunch, John. I really have to get back to work now. This studio is run by a real Simon Legree.
I agree with you, Gil. The quality of that front projection is absolutely fantastic. And it happens to save time and money. So is there anything else?
Anything else, babe?
Nope.
Okay.
Dailies are outstanding.
Hey, glad you like it.
And the new pages, Amy. Excellent. Most of them. There's just one word of caution. I think giving Nelda that big drunk scene at the faculty party, it's a mistake. It gives the role of Nelda too much importance for its function in the story. Well, give it some thought.
Okay. Ciao, John.
Ciao.
Look, you forced it into the script over my objections, and you let John Bracken think it was my idea.
Why is it suddenly important we give a pedigree of every idea in the script?
That's not the point. I was waiting for you to defend the idea. I certainly couldn't. Instead, you suffer a sudden attack of speechlessness, giving John Bracken the clear impression that Nelda's drunk scene was my idea.
There it is again, my idea, your idea. I mean, we used to be proud that we worked so closely together that neither one of us could remember who originated what idea.
We were also proud that neither of us ever forced an idea on the other.
Why is it so important that John Bracken not think it was your idea?
Because it is an extraordinarily lousy idea.
Well, I happen to think it was a good idea. And I also think that neither you nor John Bracken would recognize a good idea if it introduced itself to you.
You concentrate beautifully. I've been here for 10 minutes.
Yes, I do concentrate beautifully, and you've been there 5 seconds.
Any chance of my seeing dailies today?
No, sorry.
I'm really worried.
No chance, babe. Besides, I'm looking at the stuff in Bracken's projection room, and he's not too wild about worried actors being in the projection room with him.
Okay, but you'll let me know how it went, all right?
Yeah.
Listen, Duncan, baby. Is that what you married me for? My grammar?
You are the wife of an English professor.
Tell me what you married me for, Duncan. Come on. Tell me. Can't say it, can you? Well, I'll tell you, Duncan, baby. It had nothing to do with my command of the English language. It was that nasty 3-letter word. Sex.
We didn't tell Don King that Rachel was going to take her clothes off. Did you see his face? It all worked for us. Oh, boy. Well, now, don't tell me you're going to go Victorian on me. You're going to object to a legitimate sex scene in this day and age?
Gil, it isn't a question of the rightness or wrongness of sex on the screen.
No, what is it then?
Well, Nelda does things in this scene that contradict things that we do with Duncan later in the script. Duncan has a scene.
That's writer's pride talking. You just don't want any of your precious words changed, that's all.
In her test, she changed some of the dialogue, but it didn't bother me because it still had the same meaning. Here, you've introduced a whole new thing.
As I recall, it did bother you. You were against her for the part.
I feel much more strongly about this than Amy does. The scene not only contradicts important points in the story, but it does precisely what I warned you against the other day. It's building up Nelda's part out of all proportion to her function in the story.
Are you directing this film, or am I?
You're the director.
In that case, you let me direct and you stick to your function, which is to give me money and facilities.
Gil!
I have a great deal of respect for you as a director, Gil. What we're discussing now is a matter of concept, specifically Nelda's role.
John is right, Gil. It's a matter of concept.
Oh, this is just beautiful. You and your old buddy John Bracken are going to gang up on me, right?
Gil, you're wrong.
Gil, you're wrong. Gil, you're wrong. I'm sick of it.
Gil! I'm sorry.
It's a little late to be sorry.
Gil, the actress playing Nelda, Rachel Holt, is very persuasive. And I think you're losing your perspective.
I'm losing my perspective.
Honey, any director would want that lovely face on screen as long as possible.
Her part is a valid reflection of the character of Duncan. We see him through her. Don't you understand that?
Oh, come on, Gil. The girl has talked you into something.
Is that your opinion as wife or writer?
Both?
Well, then you stick to the writing, because I've had it with the marriage. Moving to a hotel tonight.
You don't buy that. Look.
What?
Over here.
Yeah.
All right. That doesn't make any sense. Really, does it?
Gil, just a minute. One question here. When we move... This revised schedule stinks, Bobby. I don't want to shoot every scene over there in the office and then come over here in the student union and shoot everything here. I want to shoot in sequence.
Gil, it's a budget problem.
That's your department, not mine. I don't want my actors jumping from here to there in the script.
Well, the name of the game is compromise.
That's your game, not my game.
Excuse me.
Thanks.
Can you talk now?
Well, it's nice to see you're making use of your newfound freedom as an unattached woman.
Meaning?
I saw how nicely you and Don King are getting along. You look very cozy.
He had a question about a scene, and I answered it.
If an actor has any question about any scene, he's to discuss it with the director, not the writer. Not the head of the studio, not the barber, the director. Is that clear?
Aye, sir.
You don't have to get sarcastic about it.
Forget it, will you? Let's get to the pages you wanted to discuss.
The tea with the English department wives. I'm not going to shoot it the way you wrote it.
What's wrong with it?
I don't like the way you wrote Nelda. She's bored, and I want them to know she's bored.
The audience will know it.
I don't mean the audience. I mean the people there, the ladies there, the hostess. I want them to know she's bored. I want her to say she is bored.
You mean she no longer cares about antagonizing the wife of the head of the department?
Yes, she cares, Amy. I want her to say it in such a way that she does not antagonize Mrs. What's her name?
Mrs. Owen.
Owen.
Gil, how do you insult someone without antagonizing her?
Amy, do I have to spell it out for you? All I want her to do is say to Mrs. Owen that,
Why don't you dictate your idea? And then I'll try to come as close to it as I can.
And on the basis of extremely favorable preview responses, we are moving our scheduled release date ahead.
Mr. Bracken's office. One moment, please. Do you want to talk to Ed Michaels in the production office?
Put him on the horn. Yeah, Ed.
Hello, Mr. Bracken. The Gil-Dobie Company on stage 6 completed one setup at 9:55 this morning. Nothing since.
One setup all day? What are they doing now?
Just sitting around.
This is the worst tea party since the one in Boston. No, forget that, too.
Gil? What's the problem?
Just one. I'm waiting for revised pages to come through.
I sent the pages through. Gil didn't like them. I'm waiting for him to outline the scene as he sees it.
And what scene was that?
The tea party for the wives of the English department.
I read that scene. You handled it very well. What didn't Gil like about it?
He didn't like the treatment of Nelda.
What do you know about Gil-Dobie and Rachel Holt? Or is there something you feel you can't tell me?
Well, fortunately, I don't have to make that decision. I don't know anything about them.
Well, she's got Dobie completely off balance. He's throwing the emphasis of the entire story there. She's hurting the film.
Oh, John, Rachel is ambitious. She always tries, always probes. Most directors can handle it. Now, if Gil-Dobie can't, he's just as much at fault as
I
Rachel
don't care
is.
whose fault it is. I have to do whatever's best for the production.
John, you're not going to replace her.
I have to.
But the cost
We're
alone...
talking about saving a film.
There's no explanation I can give you that's going to make this easier for you. When you shut down a production and you replace an actress, it's always a very painful, humiliating experience. I know that.
You can't just sit behind that desk and say, I'm in charge of production and I can do anything I want. I think I deserve some kind of rational explanation.
I have already told you your role is overwhelming the entire story.
I fought for that part and I worked hard at it. Mr. Dobie...
Mr. Dobie made a mistake.
Well, I've got a suggestion for you. Why don't you direct the picture or let him direct it, one or the other?
Mr. Dobie's on his way up here right now, so I can tell him I'm not interested in doing his directing for him. But I am vitally interested in the integrity of this project.
Which I've ruined.
which you and Mr. Dobie misinterpreted.
All right, if you're not satisfied, why don't we scrap the footage? I'll play it differently. There's really not that much to reshoot.
Rachel, I would do exactly that. I would spend the money, but I'm afraid with you playing the part that the interpretation is locked in. And by that I mean it's locked into Mr. Dobie's way of thinking.
What are you implying, Mr. Bracken?
I'm implying absolutely nothing.
This is going to hurt me all over town, and you know it.
Rachel, when an actress is replaced in a major production because the small role she is playing is overwhelming the entire story, there's no danger to her reputation.
Mr. Bracken?
Anne, in the next few minutes, I expect a very angry man to come storming into this office. When he shows up, just send him in.
He's here now.
The age of instant communication.
Shall I send him in?
Yes. Why, Kevin. And how are you?
Angry and bitter, for starters.
The uptight society, that's us.
Listen, John, we've always been very honest and direct in our dealings with each other. But the way I've been treated the past few weeks really stinks. Now, I do not like the runaround I'm getting on the inner fire. The stalling and the refusal to give me either a definite yes or a definite no.
And you won't accept a definite no?
I am going to lose Elliot Gould.
All right, all right. I have been stalling.
Why?
I haven't given you a go-ahead because I'm worried about the Dobie film.
Oh, no. I won't accept that. You're the head of this studio. You've faced problems about productions before, and you've still been able to find the time to make decisions about other people's projects.
It is on the verge of exploding. If it does, I want you free. To take over if necessary.
I didn't know it was that serious.
Well, I hope that I am exaggerating the danger of it blowing up, but...
Listen, Bracken, when I direct a picture, no one removes an actor without my permission. No one except me. I've had it with Century Pictures. I've had it with you! Now, I quit.
Well, you've got your job cut out for you, Kevin. Off campus is all yours.
I realize that it's a bit awkward for both of us, my coming in like this. Especially with the team as close as you and Gil have been. Now, all I can say is that I will do my very best. I know you will, too. It will be difficult to replace Gil.
Not difficult. Impossible.
I didn't ask for this, Amy. Look, I think the script is terrific. And so is most of the footage that's already been shot. In fact, I'll be sharing the directing credit in the picture with Gil.
I don't think Gil will allow his name on a film that contains material he didn't direct.
All right, Emmy, if that's the way you want it. While I reshoot the Nelda scenes with a different actress, I want you to finish the revisions. I want the hostage scene on my desk by tomorrow night. Is that clear, Mrs. Dobie?
Kevin, what is it?
Let's go talk to the dressing room. I'm sorry about the mess. It's inherited it from Gil. He left this, too. I was going to give it to Amy to get back to him, but I thought it might get a little awkward.
Well, give it to me. I'll have my secretary get it back to him.
What I started to tell you on the phone, John, is that things are going very well.
Good.
But I am worried.
About what?
Well, so far I've been shooting pages that were already written. But these latest revisions of Amy's are... Well, they're
lousy. I know, I read them. It's second-rate work by a first-rate writer.
I can't make any contact with her at all, John, because of her hostility. I mean, she still thinks that I aced Gil out of his job in some sneaky way.
I can straighten her out on that.
Fine. Even without the hostility, we still have problems. And Gil and Amy have worked together for so long and so closely that they've developed a special rapport, special lines of communication that just don't hook up well with other people.
But do hook up well with someone you love.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Bracken. Not now, Bobby,
No, you
please.
go ahead, Kevin. I'll wait.
What is it?
And we get to Nelda. She says, Nelda, this is the lousiest party I've ever gone to. No, forget that. Well, she says it's sort of like a joke, only we know it's not funny. Well, she says this. Nelda says this is the worst tea party since Boston. No, forget that.
Well, this will give you more room. Herb, I'll have all the room I need with the wild walls flying in and out. Let's go with the real thing, huh?
You got it.
Thank you. Bobby, I'll be in the trailer.
Thanks, Kevin.
I've been listening to Gil's attempt at writing a scene. It's pathetic.
Yeah, well, writing is Amy's department.
And he's totally dependent on her.
Seems to me that she is just as dependent on him.
A team of one-legged acrobats.
Now, I think your hunch is right, John. You know, this thing with Rachel wasn't just a sex thing with Gil. It was an ego trip.
Well, it may be glib psychology, but I think it's quite possible he suddenly became aware of his dependency on Amy, and he resented it.
And Rachel was marvelous therapy for his wounded male vanity.
Mr. Bracken, Mrs. Dobie and Mr. Grant are here now. Shall I keep them waiting in the...
No. Send them in, please.
I'd rather make a graceful exit now, John. Stick around and be an awkward extra in the upcoming scene. Good luck. I'll go out with you.
Hello, Amy. Come in, Kevin. Sit down, won't you? You know, I don't like to invoke long-standing friendship, Amy.
Well, but you just have, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I said I didn't like to, but I am willing to. In any event, my responsibility at Century Pictures and our friendship are not in conflict, because if the picture is good, then it's good for you, it's good for me, and it's good for Century Pictures.
And Kevin Grant.
Amy, I don't know what John has in mind. I didn't call this meeting.
He's quite right. I called the meeting, and I'll get straight to the point. Amy, you've been very uncooperative. And your behavior towards Kevin has been extremely unfair.
Unfair? Well, both of you can give lessons in that subject. Look, Gil worked very hard on this project. You made it impossible for him to continue and then turned the picture over to Kevin. That's my idea of unfair. Look, Gil earned the right to direct this movie.
Yes. Send him in.
Hello, Amy.
Hello, Gil.
Gil, this is yours, I believe. You left it behind.
Thank you.
I listened to the tape. I hope you don't mind.
If I sue you, it won't be for invasion of privacy.
Oh, well, that is a relief. Amy, this is the last batch of pages you wrote. Now, Gil, I listened to your attempt to write a scene. It's convinced me that you have very serious shortcomings as a filmmaker. Without Amy. And Amy, this is second rate. my blunt opinion that you're ineffective without Gil. And there's something here I'd like to read to you. I cut it from a New York paper a few years ago. It's written by a very talented, perceptive filmmaker. Forgive me, but I think his words are relevant. The ideal filmmaker creates his own story, writes his own script, and then directs it. Handicapped craftsmen, that is to say most of us, directors who can't write, and writers who cannot direct, should blame God rather than each other for their limitations. Professionally, they're both cripples, as hopelessly dependent on each other as a team of one-legged acrobats. Neither can complain of the other without revealing the unhappy truth that he himself is but half a filmmaker rather than a whole one.
And but half a person rather than a whole one.
Asking Amy and Gil to come here at the same time. They could have resented that a lot and just walked away from each other.
It was a gamble that paid off.
I sometimes think that the house odds are very difficult to beat here.
Mr. Bracken, it's Mr. Dobie's agent. Shall I put the call through to Mr. Dobie?
Not if you value your life.
That's not bad. If we take that speech and switch it with the one she has at the end of the airport scene, huh?
That'll work. Right there. Hold on now. All right, I'm waiting.
Just a minute. It does work. It works beautifully.
Of course.
It's much more effective that way.
Hey, big dumb room and swimming pool and orange trees and tropical plants. You know what words await my wife's pen right now? Huh? Hey, Amy, tell her. Tell that great California outdoors what beautiful, lovely words are going to be inscribed in that beautiful, lovely script of yours.
The end.
After this message, Bracken's World will preview some scenes from next week's show.
We are waiting in our tiny world for a glimpse of love's bright and shiny world. Untouched. Yeah.